was 18 weeks, a couple 100 miles out of South Carolina, past the North Georgia line. Was driving all night with a heavy load. The sun coming up, my lid's getting low. I was weaving and a bobbing at the break of dawn. Was thinking it was time to put the nightgown on. But my eyes were blinded by a neon sight, breaking through the dusk like a guiding light. For Macon's best bacon, come on in. Said a sign with a couple of letters missing. Decided this was the place for me, a North Macon, Georgia eatery. I doubled down and pulled her into the spot. I was the only truck parked in the parking lot. A greasy little dive with a faded name, possibly Mose, or maybe it was Ray. There was a hippie in the corner and a drunk at the bar, an old man in a booth who had traveled too far. Pictures of Elvis decorated the walls, a jukebox repeated the same old song. The place seemed dirty but the lights were dim, so it was difficult to see the kind of mess you were in. A hostess in front, a cook in the back, a waitress in pink named Fanny Mae. She seemed to be the only thing that moved in the place. Coffee pot in her hand, a smile on her face. It was like a photograph in black and white, but she was in color, the only light. Everywhere she stepped, the place brightened up. I no sooner sat down, she was filling my cup. Howdy, she said with a toothy grin as she poured the coffee and said, stay in. I motioned to stop when she filled it enough, but some spilled out. She just wiped it up. She was 4'5", 200 pounds, like a pink snowball, perfectly round, with a grin that could brighten up your very soul, and eyes that could put you under her control. She said, you look hungry, with a wink and a smile. I'll give you some bacon if you'll stay for a while. Now I can't explain what came over me. It was a sudden rush of southern hospitality, but I tipped my hat and I said, yes, ma'am. She waddled away. She winked at me again. I knew I'd never felt this way before. That beach ball vixen had locked the door. My heart would never let another one in. Fanny Mae was forever under my skin. The bacon was the best I'd ever had. I was offered up seconds, and I was glad to have as much as I could take in. I must admit, it felt like a sin. It was a bit greasy with a lot of fat, but after one taste of it, you'll never go back to any kind of food that is long and lean. It's a bit unreal, almost like a dream. I'll never forget that neon sign for Macon's best bacon. Come inside. Now anytime I travel, my mind goes back to that greasy little diner and Fanny Mae. I pass away the miles with a foolish grin, repeating it all over again. When I get hungry round breakfast time, I cross right over that North Georgia line, search for the neon breakfast sign that pulled me in and changed my mind. It's home away from home. I'll always come back, get my bacon and make it from Fanny Mae.